My background is actually quite diverse and interesting. It's not a straight path. It's been, I graduated in university and I did business economics with marketing. Then I went on to do a postgraduate diploma in operations management, which is a very long time ago. Then I did marketing with BMW when the new Mini came out, which was again a very long time ago. And from there I kind of fell into admin. I moved down to Manchester, kind of fell into that role of marketing, doing a bit of marketing, but mainly it was admin. Then I had a bit of a career break, became a mum, so I didn't work for a while. And then it was kind of starting back from the beginning and working around my child, her hours, school, so it's like part-time working. And then I decided, so I was still doing admin and doing work that was flexible to kind of mums. So it was, options were limited, because full-time working wasn't really an option because you have to pay that work out. Is it worth paying full-time childcare or working full-time kind of thing? So I kind of worked around that, and then I decided that I wanted a career change. So I decided to do a professional development award in domestic abuse advocacy. And then I went to work for Women's Aid for about three and a half years, which was a great opportunity, really emotionally draining, learnt a lot, but it was giving back to the community, but it was actually a really it's that kind of job you can't do for very long. There's a high level of burnout, so I decided to kind of end that last year, take a career break for 6 months, spend some time for myself, my family, and then kind of go back to marketing. But marketing's changed so much, so I ended up doing this internship through Adopt an Intern at Trtl, so here I am. Job hunting, when I was looking for jobs, obviously I had always worked part-time prior to working at Women's Aid. I always looked at part-time option because it just meant it was with school holidays, it was easier to pick your child up from school. But opportunity-wise, it was actually difficult because not everyone gives you flexible working or trying to get to work for 9 o'clock if you've got to drop your child off. So there were those barriers. So when I was picking jobs, I was kind of looking at that. So I was factoring that in before I was applying, because I didn't want to get in a position where I was offered a job and I can't take it because I can't commit to the working hours. And sometimes it works out better working part-time because you can get help with working tax credit, so it works in your best interest to actually work 16 hours or more, and then it's a good work-life balance for being a mum and obviously working as well. So that was kind of a key factor, but also just trying to make a change again into marketing, because my background was so different. I don't fit one sort of, I can't be pigeonholed, but my CV is I've got 3 or 4 different options I can go into, but I had a lot of transferable skills, so I think it was just trying to get an opportunity to get people to look past the Women's Aid thing, and then actually I can do marketing, but I can also do admin, and I can also, so that was kind of a bit of a challenge, because people just think, oh, Women's Aid and that's it, and they kind of pigeonhole you. They're not looking at your previous history or your skills. So that was a bit of a challenge, and just trying to do applications, which no one likes doing. They were very, it's like trying to stand out as a candidate from all the 1,000,001 applications that they're receiving, and just trying to sell yourself on paper, which is not always easy to do. It's easier to do in person at an interview. So I think they were kind of frustrations I had, challenges. I'd actually seen the event that they had, Adopt an Intern for Returners programme had in October last year. It was advertised on Facebook through a contact I had at Glasgow Women's Library who was promoting it. So I thought, I'd just finished my Women's Aid work, so it was, I think, one of my first weeks when I was actually off. So I thought, might as well go along. Took a friend as well, and it turned out to be, it was a really good opportunity. Your network, got to meet Eunice, who's one of the brand ambassadors for Adopt an Intern. She was lovely, very kind of inspiring. It was interesting to see everyone's stories, their struggles, and from there I actually obviously met you yourself, and I remember just talking to you about the camera and just networking, and I think it was a great contact through yourself, and got to know more about Adopt an Intern, Mediating Right, organisations which I hadn't heard of had I not come along to that event. Okay, Adopt an Intern were really helpful in reviewing my CV for me and tailoring it to the role that I actually landed now with Trtl. It was really helpful with the feedback, and they kind of just rejigged it a little bit, just kept keeping my actual original CV but just making it a little bit more so it stood out, and that was really helpful. And Radiant Bright also offered me workshops for CV interview techniques. It just unfortunately clashed with my time and I couldn't attend, but I had experience myself of doing applications, so I was actually okay with that. But it was helpful that they were checking in to see if they needed, if there was anything I could help them, they could help me with. So both organisations, Adopt and Enter and Radiant Bright, were actually very helpful in helping me land my next career break. So thank you very much. So I am currently doing a returnship at Trtl, who have invented this travel pillow, and it's a startup environment and it's really funky, cool company to work for. And I've been involved in Instagram growth and influencer marketing, so we're actually got a lot of new exciting products coming out, and we've just been trying to grow and promote and just basically get the brand out there, brand awareness, through paid promotions, word of mouth, complimentary kind of product samples, and getting really people to talk about it. So it's been really interesting, and learning how all the trends of social media have changed from when I was at university, and how digital marketing is huge now, and even influencer marketing is a huge kind of market that is still probably relevantly new because people are starting to use that, but it's obviously got potential to grow further, and with new technology coming out, future marketing will probably continue growing, and I think Trtl are at the kind of forefront of keeping up with the trends. So it's been really interesting, and I've learned quite a lot, although you can only learn so much in a few months, but yeah, as much as I can, I have tried to learn. I think the most things for mums is that flexibility in terms of trying to maybe alter the start time, especially if you've got young children who have got school starts at 9 o'clock, they can't really get into work for 9 if they're dropping their child off, so maybe a bit flexible working time, a bit flexible finishing time. The option maybe to work from home a couple of times, especially because when kids are sick, you can't keep using annual leave for sickness. So I think just trying to be aware and understanding, I think the biggest barrier that mums do face going back to work, and maybe offer the flexible options of part-time working, or if it is working full-time, give them that option, whatever suits. But every mum's going to have different stages depending how old the child is, and just even during the summer holidays, because kids get a lot of holidays, and it's trying to find a balance that lets them feel like they're still being a good mum, but also they're not they're not missing out opportunities at work as well, because they haven't got the same time commitment that maybe people that are single have got no commitments. So I think that's a huge thing for employers to get on board and kind of support them with. I think Adopt and Enter and Radiant Bright have been instrumental in actually giving people that kind of career break. I mean, I wasn't aware this project was even around, and I think for people who may be looking for that kind of first step, because sometimes it is, you can go to the job centre, but the options are usually very limited, and there's very kind of generic roles sometimes, and you might not have the skills, and it might not be something you want to do. Also, some mums have actually just taken a career break from because they've gone on maternity, so it's like they just want to go back to their same field, but maybe they just need that confidence, maybe brush up on the skills. So I think it is really important, because if you've been out of the workforce for 18 months and looking after a child, you do kind of lose that confidence to interact with normal people, adults. So I think it's really important to have that workshops, get them ready, prepared, give them the confidence to go back to work and apply for the right opportunity. And internships are a good way, because it's 3 months and it gives them an idea of, or 3 or 6 months, whatever it is, it gives them an idea of is this the right fit for the company, is this what you want to do, and it's good for the employers, but it's also good for the actual worker as well, to see is this where you want to go, and it works it's like a partnership for both. So I think it mutually benefits. You're getting a chance to see what they're capable of, and you're getting a chance to see as an employee that is this the right organisational fit for you as well. So I think it's great that both these organisations are working towards getting women back into the career, enhancing the career, but also back into the workforce. I would like to say a big thank you to the Scottish Government for funding this programme, because I think it's very vital for it to be, for women to have the confidence to go back into the workforce. And Adopt and Intern have been absolutely fantastic in terms of CV support, just the opportunities that they are actually getting out there and creating the opportunities for like myself, interns, graduates, returners, to get back and reading right for actually focusing on ethnic minorities, which again maybe need a little bit more extra support with cultural barriers. So well done to everybody involved and keep up the good work.